Welcome back to our coverage of IFA 2010 here on avforums.tv, and I'm with Markus Wagenseil. Markus, we spoke to you back a few months ago now when we had a look at the VT20. Lots of new products coming out from Panasonic, and let's start with the new glasses. So tell us about the new glasses.
So we have actually three new pairs of glasses. It's one model which we have in three different sizes. So we have S, M and L in order to fit men's, women's and kids' heads as well. The actual glasses material is as good as the other glasses are, so we didn't change the lens material. We just changed the framing, the sizes, have a fixed nose pad now. And what I like especially is that we have a USB charger. So I think that's very convenient for the customers.
So people who have gone out and already own the VT20, they'll be able to update to these glasses, no problem?
Yeah, they can buy them from autumn.
From the autumn, so they should work with the existing VT20s out there?
Absolutely compatible, yeah. It's the same infrared system, the same protocol, yeah.
And the other issue with the old glasses were that the sides were open, so you used to get light coming in from behind. You've solved that problem now?
That's solved. You can see that we have a solid frame here at the side.
So that's the new glasses. Let's move on. Let's have a look at some of the new TVs. This is the GT20. It's a 3D Full HD plasma. So what's new with it?
So yeah, so I think the special thing about the GT20 is that we are now moving 3D down to the core series, to the core segment basically. So we're gonna address a much wider, much broader customer area. And basically what you have loved about the VT20 you will find as well in the GT20. That means you got the panel with the short stroke phosphor, with the high panel contrast and all that stuff. From the step down, we don't deliver the glasses with the GT20, but that's as well a decision because we have the new glasses in three sizes, so the customer shall be able to use those. We now implemented as well a 24p smooth film, so some people were claiming about a bit of motion chatter when they watch the 3D movie content with 60 Hertz per eye, so now we have a compensation for that. And we have enhanced 3D connectivity features as well, so we now can play back 3D video files. For example, from our new 3D consumer camcorder, you can directly put the SD card into the TV and play that back in 3D.
Now I heard rumours that Panasonic are doing 2D to 3D conversion. Is this true?
So that's true. We have implemented 2D 3D up conversion in the GT20. Now, some consumers are demanding for it. I got a good comparison or a good claim from one consumer that said, look, even I don't smoke in my car, I still have a cigarette lighter in my car, and I don't want a car without a cigarette lighter. For me, 2D 3D up conversion is like the cigarette light, is a cigarette lighter in a 3D TV. So, well, we still say that the only real and good 3D is coming from 3D cameras, and we think that only good 3D content and good 3D movie can really give the consumer the full experience of this new 3D we are now experiencing it. But still, at this time where the amount of content is building up steadily, but currently there's not so much around. So this is for first generation, for the consumers to just enjoy immediate 3D, well knowing that this is not the real 3D. So it's about educating the dealers as well. The dealers shall know that it's not that 2D 3D up conversion feature is not 3D what they are selling. Then they shall tell the consumers, and we will tell the consumers that it's only up converted material.
Now it's got THX certification on there as well. Looking down the spec list, what's to differentiate the GT20 from the 42-inch VT20?
To the 42-inch VT20. So the 42-inch VT20 has a better front filter, so it will. So in brighter environments, you will have deeper blacks on the VT20. For example, the VT20 as well features a woofer in the back. Or if you look on the design, VT20 has a more elegant, more high-end design comparing to the GT20. And for example, the VT20 will come with glasses, the GT20 not. So those are the main spec differences.
And of course, we're talking about different sizes now with the VT20, 42-inch, 46-inch. Does 3D still have that impact at 42 inches?
I think the impact or the size issue on 3D is depending on the viewing distance. So, for example, if you look, so we here on this booth we advertise 42-inch gaming in 3D. So this is for the 42-inch is certainly dedicated to the gamers out there, which have already a huge content base and are obviously demanding for adequate displays. And as a gamer, you would sit closer in front than when you watch a movie. So we think there's a right application for each size.
Now, you mentioned content, lack of content. When it comes to 3D, it is a problem in the market at the moment. The technology's great, everybody's releasing the TVs, but we've got nothing at the moment to really show on them. There's also a rumour that Panasonic are going to bundle Avatar 3D Blu-ray with their new TVs. Is that kind of deal not going to cause more issues for the entire market, where you have titles that are only available from certain manufacturers?
I cannot comment on that.
Okay. How do we get around the content problem then?
So, well, I was not saying there's a lack of content. I said that there is that content is building up steadily, and it's not a huge boom, because obviously one thing is really difficult in 3D, and that's the production. Or not difficult, but there's so much which you have to consider. So we are doing the 3D live production. We show you here on the exhibition that it's not a fundamental problem of doing it, but you have to find the right people who know how to shoot good 3D in order to have a good and gentle experience for the consumer, and that has to be learned. And there's a steep learning curve in that, and we will see a lot of content coming. So, on really looking on the current situation, we have. NVIDIA, for example, for the gamers, will release a driver within this month, which is called 3D TV Play, which will make our TVs compatible to any NVIDIA graphic adapter, which gives you a sudden content base of 450 games which you can play in 3D, and we're showing that already on our 103-inch. And Phil, you really got to do this. You got to game this this racing game on the 103-inch. This is really such an amazing thing. And to go on with content, we now have the consumer camcorder, where the consumer can create 3D by himself, which is a very exciting experience as well. There will be another news in that sector within this year, or actually within this month. Then the broadcast sector is picking up quite quickly. So we have already broadcasted the French Open together with Orange and Eurosport. And now tonight from 4 o'clock till 6 o'clock, you have the chance at our booth to watch the US Open live in 3D on our TVs here. So we think that there is really a steady curve picking up on the content. So it's just, yeah, it's a question of time. And my opinion is that it's good to not have a boom, everybody producing 3D wild, because yeah, there's a lot of considerations, and we appreciate high quality content.
Okay, well, just before we leave the show floor here on the Panasonic stand, let's go and have a look at these camcorders, because I'm interested to see that. Come back and join us in a take.